Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're throwing it. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
70 range. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 11. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Rattler to the air now. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Quincy Williams making the tackle. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Rattler. That's caught for the 1st. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Go!
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go!
Again, this is Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Mitchell.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, it's Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go. Trap 60. 19 wide.
From midfield on second down. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Bronco switch.
A give left side for Hall. Along the sideline inside the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives them 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Hall. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets start to fight back with their first points of this game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Rattler back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. He fires one deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Jets football. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning the tight end left. Back now, pressure on its way. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He's going to let this go deep down the right side of the field.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Rattler. That one's complete over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
One thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them, will set up that critical play action for later.
18, Pioneer. Go.
From the 41. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens hoping to break this tie before the half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go.
They go play action on first. He's got time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
He's got a man left. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's go now.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go, set.
They'll run. This is Mitchell. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 47. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Go.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's go.
Here's Mitchell. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Ready up.
5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Rattler setting the throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10.